Hi friends. Welcome to Money Sorcery channel. At any point of time, if you feel this video is valuable for you, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. So, let us quickly discuss today's market updates. BSE Sensex is down by 52.63 points, that is 0.07%, and settled at 73,953.31 points. Nifty 50 is up by 27.05 points, that is 0.12%, and settled at 22,529.05 points. Bank Nifty is down by 151.30 points, that is 0.31%, and settled at 48,048.20 points. Nifty Mid Cap 100 Index is up by 199.5 points, that is 0.38%, and settled at 52,068.30 points. Nifty Small Cap 100 Index is down by 69.75 points, that is 0.41%, and settled at 16,939.85 points. A court in Uttarakhand has sentenced a Patanjali official and two others to 6 months in jail after samples taken from the Patanjali Navratna Ilaichi Son Papdi failed a quality test. In September 2019, the District Food Safety Officer of Pithogarh collected the samples from a shop in Berinag market after concerns were raised about the product. The Chief Judicial Magistrate of Pithogarh, Sanjay Singh, sentenced Abhishek Kumar, Assistant General Manager of Patanjali Food and Herbal Park, Luxor, Ajay Joshi, Assistant Manager of Kanhaji Distributor Private Limited, Ramnagar, and shopkeeper Leeladhar Pathak to 6 months imprisonment under Section 59 of the Food Safety and Standards Act 2006. ITC Limited and Tata Consumer Products Limited have decided to exit the plant-based meat market as the hype surrounding the category begins to wane. The packaged consumer goods makers find it economically unviable to operate in this niche category because it has not yielded enough profits. We launched plant-based meat because we saw the trend coming across the globe, but the category has not taken off, Sunil D'Souza, Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer, Tata Consumer Products, told in an interview. ITC Limited, on the other hand, has also stopped selling its plant-based meat products. Consumers can no longer find their vegan meat items in retail stores, e-commerce platforms like BigBasket, or ITC's own online store. Though some variants are still being offered for institutional sales. Nearly 517 investors lost over 200 crore rupees in a massive scam orchestrated by Sri Priyanka Enterprises, a private finance company in Abids, Hyderabad. The company, run by Nimma Gadda Vanibala, her husband Meg Netaji, and their son Meg Sriharsha, promised high interest rates to attract deposits. The victims, lured by the promise of substantial returns, were defrauded when the company abruptly ceased operations. Seeking justice, the defrauded investors staged a protest at the Central Crime Station in Bashir Bagh on Monday. Preliminary reports indicated that Nimma Gadda Vanibala, who served as general manager of Apex Bank, used her position to lure customers into the scheme. The victims were directed to an office near the Telangana State Cooperative Bank in Abids, where they were convinced to make high-interest deposits. Based on the victims' complaints, the police registered a case and began the investigation. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration has approved the company's first-to-file application for Yesfili, a vascular endothelial growth factor inhibitor used to treat several different types of ophthalmology conditions, the company said in a statement. Vodafone Idea has announced that its board has approved raising up to 2,075 crore rupees from Oriana Investments, an entity of promoter Aditya Birla Group, through a preferential share issue. The equity shares allotted are at a face value of 10 rupees at an issue price of 14 rupees and 87 paise per equity share, including a premium of 4 rupees and 87 paise per equity share, aggregating to 2,075 crore rupees on a preferential basis. Arvind Fashions Q4 net profit 243 million rupee versus 109 million rupee year-on-year. Quarter 4 EBITDA 1.35 billion rupee versus 1.13 billion rupee year-on-year. Quarter 4 EBITDA margin 12.35% versus 10.73%. With this positive results, stock surged up in today's session. Travel tech company RateGain's consolidated profit after tax zoomed 48% to 50.02 crore rupees in the quarter ended 31st March 2024 quarter 4 financial year 24 from the 33.78 crore rupees profit it reported in the year ago. In quarter 4 financial year 24, RateGain saw a 24% jump in profits from the previous quarter's 40.42 crore rupees for the full fiscal year of financial year 24. The company's profits more than doubled to 146.39 crore rupees from financial year 23's 68.40 crore rupees. With this positive results, stock surged up in today's session. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel for more updates.